All right. Well, we're back out here. We're going to do some work on this box turtle. Replacing the hub with a new version to try to fix the lane 4 issue. We'll give people a few minutes to see if anybody shows up. I don't know if they will. Currently, Gila's streaming over on Twitch. That's where I just was. Mandic is streaming over on his channel. So it might be a light afternoon, light evening for attendees. But in the meantime, I'm going to finish loading up the Enraged Rabbit carrot feeder over here to do a HueForge print. We're going to do a HueForge of Cthulhu. Put some bed adhesive over there. It's been a minute since I used the switch wire. The bed adhesive I use is Goo by Frank AF, which, as I understand it, is the exact same formulation that Vision Miner's nanopolymer adhesive is. Of course, I have no way to confirm that. So, you know, take that for what you will, but it does work fantastic. Never tried Vision Miner stuff, so I'm not sure. Terry, how's it going, sir? J Terry 3D here is the gentleman responsible for doing the CAD work to make this go. Steven, how's it going? So this is the print that I'm getting ready to start over here for the HueForge. We're going to start that on switch wire. Just something fun to put up on the wall. But let's take a look at what we have. Actually, let's take a look at what we've got. We've got these two versions right here in the upper right hand corner of your screen. This is the latest revision from the Box Turtle team. This is what they sent me the other day. It wasn't published to the GitHub yet, but it was their latest revision. This is the version Terry sent me this morning. And then over here on the printer, Terry sent me another version. He did a little bit more work to it. Changed the geometry for that internal channel a little bit more. So I went ahead and printed that. And the bed just cooled off enough to pull that off. So let's take a look back over here at something is going on inside. Here is our three different versions. To your left is now this is down the channels that go through. This is the not the ERCF, the Box Turtle teams. This is Terry's first one that he sent me this morning, and this is the one he just sent me now. Now I can tell you that I have done a little bit of testing just by hand to see how the filament runs through on the first one, and it worked beautifully by hand. Clearly haven't done the newest one because it just came off the printer, so we're gonna find that out together right now. Let's go back over here because this screen is a little bit bigger. I'll tell you what, I'll even try to make this camera just a little bit bigger so we can see the results. So this is the Box Turtle Teams one. Try to get this filament oriented and kind of the natural curve that it would be coming through your Box Turtle. And this is lane one. Comes in and loads through, no issue. This is lane 2. This is lane 3. This is lane 4. No matter how hard I push on this, it's not going anywhere. The reason why is, let me get my flashlight again. Is down inside of there. That filament is running into that wall. I'm going to show you on the slice model where that's hitting. So if we come back over here to our slice model, when that filament comes in, it is running into this wall right here where that bearing sits up against for the filament as it gets loaded. Because its natural inclination is to kind of continue on in this direction and lifts that bearing up to actuate the micro switch and runs right into it. So this is Terry's version here. This is lane 1, nice and smooth. Lane 2, lane 3, and lane 4. It doesn't get caught at all. We'll come back over here to this nice big camera and try to get that angled in such a way that you can see it just comes in. And because of that turn earlier, it does not want to keep coming this way and run into that wall. Now, Terry, let's take a look at the last one you sent me. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Honestly, I think your first one works a little bit better, Terry. I think what's happening now, obviously I can't tell because I'm not inside of it, but just going off of feel and how far it's getting pushed, it feels like it's getting right here and kind of hitting this wall right here. And kind of, I mean, it's way better than this, but it's getting a lot of resistance as it's trying to hit this and then turn. Or this one, it's getting a chance to kind of straighten out and then do a nice gradual curve. Yeah, Justin, I think the middle one is our winner. So Terry, excellent work. Thank you. we're gonna go with the first version that you sent me today. We're gonna set those ones off over the side. And we're going to get the box turtle off and going. Yeah, so I want to get the phone kind of set up over here so everybody can kind of see as we're working on the box turtle over here. Let's see. Can you see? Can you see? Looks like that's all right, right? Maybe rotate it a little bit. Yeah. All right. So first things first. Let's shut her down. And then power it off. So Terry, you said when we were emailing back and forth earlier that you were building your box turtle. Tentatively, I would say just go ahead and print that first version you sent me earlier and build your box turtle with that right from the get-go. But we'll know for sure very shortly here. All right. Power that off. Let's get back here. Unhook our PTFE tube. Unhook the Canon plug on this thing. Get a wrench, start taking it off. Also, any of you that were here this morning, the Democron, I got the panel back on the top and hooked our drag chain back up. All right. There's that. Kids leaving crap all over the garage. Daughters were out here. My daughter's friend making a mess of things. All right. Box turtle. I'm going to attempt to get an angle for this that works. So bear with me. All right. So All right, yeah. If not, you can just grab it from the email you sent me to begin with, or I could send it back to you. I did mention it on the Box Turtle Discord and posted screenshot of the channel way. There, yeah, it shouldn't be too long of a swap. Grab some Allen wrenches. This hub was the hub that I printed back in December for this thing when I thought I was going to have to put it on the 2.4. So it's still in the green that I was going to do the thing in back then. So it needed to be swapped anyway. Just so the color way lined up. As you can see, there's still green for the extruders. I really should stop putting this bottom panel on. The wiring is still messing here because I haven't put the wiring back together all nice and neat. Because I'm not going to do that until I have this thing working way better, because I got tired of zip tying and unzip tying wires. So, how is the view on the stream here? Well, Jerry, that's awesome. I mean, not Jerry, Terry. I'm sorry, I see a J at the beginning. And I keep making that mistake. That is my bad. All right, so these PTFE tubes will need to be shortened ever so slightly because this hub is a little bit longer. So slippery. It's like they're made of Teflon or something. All right, and now remove one screw from the bottom. And our hub comes out. Remove one screw here. And our switch comes out. Drop our bearing out. And then we've got our hub. And we'll go over here and get our whatchamacallit out. Let's do this. Let's put this one on top. Make it smaller. Grab this. I know this camera quality is not as good, but so you guys can see what we're doing. Yeah, 7 to 8 millimeters or so. And grab a pair of Nipex. And go ahead and take our E-cast fittings out. This one looks a little mangled, so we're going to get a different one. Yeah. You know what, for the sake of expedience, since I got to get one, we'll just go ahead and do all 5 of them with new ones. In case you were wondering, the Q4 just coming along swimmingly over here. It's on its first layer. I know you all were concerned, but you can rest easy now. All right. Got some brand new. Interesting. The brand new one looks the same way. Huh. Apparently they just all look like that. Oh well, no matter. We got the new ones down. We're going to use the new ones. There is a tool to help hold this and press this in. And I might have to get it down out of the box turtle box. That way I can kind of put it in the vise or something. Because these are tough to get in there. Yeah, I saw that on your email, James, but I didn't want to just put your first name out there. You know, I wasn't sure whether or not you wanted it out there. You've got your YouTube name set up as such that it does not mention your first name, and I was not going to be the one to dox you on it. course, the last one's going to be a pain. Yeah, they are. There is a part that this sets in so you can use the old tappy tap taparoo to get them in there. But I'm not getting a ladder to get the box down that has it in there for this one. All right, there's that. Just gonna do a quick dry fit. Fits perfect. Now we will go ahead and get the other up here. Yeah. So this is the bearing that goes down in here that gets pushed out of the way for your filament switch. When our micro switch or screw get that snap down in there. So here's the situation that we're looking at with how much we need to cut off. I will try to crop in on it a little bit for y'all. So she ain't much. So here's the two parts lined up so you can see how much longer one is than the other. Yeah. So it ain't much. But what we're going to do is measure that. It's looking like that is right about 9 millimeters. Yeah. you want as little bend as possible on these. I'm just double checking that that's chamfered. We're going to go ahead and get this screwed in here. Now, because you are changing the length of these, it will need to be gone through, and you'll have to recalibrate the length of your lanes and all that. So please make sure that that gets done. Like I said, we're checking this. I'm just going to make sure that we're fully seated there. Now I'm going to run filament through to check and make sure that we're not hitting any obstructions. We're not. That's lane 3. This is our infamous lane 4. Smooth as butter. Smooth as butter. Hook that back up. When you're doing this, you gotta make sure that your buffer is pushed all the way in. Then you push this PTFE tube in it all the way to the end. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do this lane, lane 4 to start with. You're right, Stephen. You shouldn't have to. But because of this situation, I am going to recalibrate the lanes just because. Just because. So we've got this, and then we are going to go ahead and cut nine millimeters off of this. Didn't quite get that square. Now, the front leading edge where filament goes into is chamfered. The trailing edge where it comes out this way is not, because I want the filament to stay nice and centered in that ECAS fitting so that it doesn't run into anything on its path in. So there's the first one for lane 4. Our problematic lane. Again, part of my motivation and part of the reason why I'm so adamant about this is because so many people, if they have problems with one of their lanes loading, it is lane 4. There's no if, ands, or but about it. It is lane 4. It is a known issue. If you go through the box turtle thing and you see all the problems, it's lane 4. Next layer just put out a video. He has problem with his on lane 4. It's lane 4 every time. So I really want to make sure that we do it absolutely right and get the community some help. Get them a part that works. Now, it's also not changing any of your geometry here, really. It's moving back, but it's staying in the same angle. Nothing's really changing too much, so nothing should have an issue. Terry, whatever you posted did not come through. It YouTube blocked it. All right, so here we go. This is lane 2's PTFE tube. All right, and here's lane 1's. All right, there we are. Now, in the interest of expediency, we're not going to bother putting all of that back together on here. We're gonna put it on the printer and see how she goes. And just saying the same thing I did about the next layer. Yeah. If this works, I'll send him the file for it too. All right. Hook our Canon plug back up. Get our filament 2 to hook back up to the buffer. Get some power on. Start grabbing some rolls of filament. One. Two. 3. 4 rolls of filament. Also, in terms of a project, 3 out of 4, well, in modern education is still a pass. I'm not. So here's the thing: the Box Turtle team did an excellent job with the hardware on this thing. Excellent, like, it is fantastic. It's the only issue on the entire thing that I have found. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So I know that it sounds like I am being super critical and that I'm being a bit of an asshole, and I'm trying not to be, and I don't mean to be, and I don't mean to come across that way. I'm really just trying to help out the community. I really am. I just want to see the thing work. I want to see it succeed. It's freaking awesome. It's freaking amazing. It's a fun project, and I mean, a lot of people put a lot of hard work and effort and time and resources into this, and a lot of people spend a lot of money to buy it. And I want those people to have a thing that works 100% on all the lanes, Stephen. Yeah, this is true. Because the more times you push that through, that filament runs into that wall, it's eventually going to eat away at it and create its own path. Just like, just like water, it's going to eat its way to wherever it goes. Justin, 3 of them. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. With the fact that we was it yesterday morning or this morning, discovered that Formbot has Box Turtle kits for like $180. I might end up with another one too. Anyway, so we've got that. It's back up. It's powered up. Let's get some lanes loaded. Let's make sure we've got some nice clean filament that's not all bent up or anything. And let's go. It's lane 1 loaded. Cut this back behind where it's a little bent. Hello? Are you tracking me? Yes, no, maybe so. You say you are, but I don't believe you. Oh, hello? All right. Lane 4. All right. Yeah, Justin. So I went on the Formbots thing just to get the exact model for the screen that's on my Micron. They don't have it listed on there anymore, but yeah, Steven, when you hadn't answered, I sent you a DM. I'm like, come on, bud, wake up, bud. What are we doing? You got one from KB3D and one from the Canuck creator on stream. Dude, that's sick. Nice. But yeah, Justin, I went on Formbot's site just to look up that screen, and it was on the front splash page. It was like, oh, sweet. So we went and looked at the bill of materials to see what all came in it. It looks like they may have made their own controller board. It's probably the same STM controller with the same pinout and everything. Because if you're using the same STM controller, you can just do your PCB in the same pinout configuration, and everything works exactly the same. Not too hard to reverse engineer it once you have one in your hand and you have a config file. While, you know, that's kind of questionable because of whatnot, and I don't know if by buying an LDO one, I know that part of the proceeds from LDO does get kicked back to the Armored Turtle team. I know that it says it has the AFC light board. I just don't know if it's an official one that proceeds are getting kicked back to Isaac's Tech. I don't know if any proceeds are getting kicked back to the Armored Turtle team like it does with the LDO kit. So full disclosure, if you're going that way, just know that you may or may not be supporting the team, and maybe look into it. And if you feel so inclined, join their Patreon, buy them a coffee, whatever. Formbot, we'd like to thank our sponsor, PCBWay. So that probably answers that question. I know that they worked with Isaac's Tech to develop the board. That's the way I understand it anyway. All right, let's go on here. Box turtle, calibration, calibrate all lanes and units. I should probably pull this up on lane 1 distance. Old was 190, new is 185. Lane 2 distance to hub. Old is 215, new is 215. Lane 3 distance to hub. Old is 120, new is 115. Steven, LDOs includes quality parts proven and tested quality parts, name brand parts. The bells and whistles on this, it is strictly a bomb build. They were nice enough to include the MJF gears, which some people have had issues with. I had to, well, I don't know if I had to. I don't know if it was the issue or not, but I reprinted the ones for lane 4 and all the trying and testing different suggested things by the Armored Turtle team in ABS. I used the MJF nylon gear on the N20 motor to begin with, and an ABS gear on the 8mm shaft. I reprinted that one MJF gear in lane 4, trying to get stuff fixed. But other than that, it's a bomb build. As I understand it, they might be including the LEDs for the corners on some of the new batches. I don't know. Okay, calibration complete. Would you like to do more calibration? No. Happy printing. Let's see. Lane 4's distance to hub. Old was 185. The new is 285. Here, I'll show you guys this. So, chat kind of hides it. So, let's do this. So, here's lane 4's distance, lane 3, lane 2, lane 1. So we're good to go there. Now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to heat this up to 260 as soon as my keyboard wakes up. And we're going to heat the bed up. To 110. And we're going to do a bunch of loads and unloads. Wind farms, the first batch were too loose, as I understand it. They were fixed in the subsequent batches, batch 2 and beyond, is my understanding. But I do not have a batch 2 kit. I had a batch 1 kit, and mine were too loose. That's why I printed those in ABS. I actually printed both of them because when I ordered it and when I was printing parts, the fact that those gears were going to be included was not announced. But the rubber rollers for your respoolers was a really nice addition. I don't know about everybody else, but I know that West 3D included them even in batch 1, but they are being included in batch 2 and beyond. You have a batch 2 and they're still loose. The rubber wheels are awesome. They are. Man, those things are nice. Although I ended up with a roll of TPU and got to print my first TPU parts because I was printing those rollers. Yep, that's what I did. Except for lane 4. Lane 4 now has printed parts on both. If I ever pull it apart, I'll probably put the MJF gear back in there. All right, so extruders at temp. We are just waiting on the bed. Otherwise, when it poops, it kind of gets a little weird. Where'd my trash can go? Somebody moved my little trash can. Probably my littlest daughter. To make room for her little RC cars. So, my youngest daughter's 5. And she is about exactly like me. So, for Christmas last year, Lord, I've got you guys on the wrong screen. Why didn't you say something? So for Christmas last year, Christmas of 23, I got her these little RC cars off of AliExpress, and we raced them around in the garage. She got 2 of them. Her and I raced them around in the garage. I used to race RC cars. Let's see. I no longer have any of the cars, but I do have a lot of stuff still. Those 2 totes up there is all RC parts. I have almost enough stuff probably to build a HPI Savage, almost. I might have other stuff in there for other things. Maybe a Losi Mini T. I think I still have the Losi Mini T. I got my son for his 3rd birthday. Justin, you ordered 2 extra rubber kits from West 3D to add them to your first 2 turtles. They work way better than the TPU. All right, yeah. I mean, they seem like they would. They seem really grabby. Where the TPU still seems kind of slick. I mean, I use Polymaker 95A. So, I mean, you could go way softer, and you could scuff it up, which was what I was planning on doing. I was going to take like some red Scotch-Brite or something and scuff up the TPU. But I don't have to now. So it is some nice things like that that may or may not be included in the Formbot kit. Justin, so sounds like you may have built some prior to the kits, some self-source stuff. 93A. Still needed some break-in. Nice. Were you one of the beta testers on the project, or? Okay, yeah. I haven't printed anything softer than the 95A. I don't have a printer that is well suited for that. I was printing them on the V0, and it was still like stretching and not wanting to roll on the spool. So I just unspool a whole bunch and let it feed through. And everything has like long, Trident and 2.4 have long filament pathways. Clearly not going to print TPU on an ERCF. There goes my thumbs up emoji again. No idea where that comes from. All right, so we're at 95 on the bed. I think we're probably good. Let's do some loading and unloading. This happens to be the spool that I was using most. The spool of filament that I was using most that was causing and having issues. So I did not change the filament from one that was having issues or anything like that. This is the roll. You're just going to have to believe me on that, I guess. But let's go load lane 4. Oh, I got to home everything. Please stand by. What are you doing? I gotta home the printer. Let's see. Your first was in beta. You had to use your direct drive Ender 3 for the 83A. Wouldn't work on any other printer. Was way too soft. You know what? that might be an idea. Maybe there's that CR10 that you see sitting right there. It's got direct drive on it. Not a great direct drive, but a direct drive. It's the micro Swiss one. Maybe if need be, I can try it on that, because there's that roller, and I can just kind of skip the boating tube leading up to the tool head, maybe, or try, I don't know. But it's probably got the shortest filament pathway of everything. The TPU I bought was way too hard, but that was before I knew they were including the rubber wheels. Yeah. Never a bad thing to have a roll of filament sitting around, Terry. Yeah, my profile is pretty slow. I think I will next time I have to print a circular thing like those wheels or something, I want to try it with scarf seams. All right, load lane 4. Didn't get stuck. For reference, I was having jams on almost every single load to begin with. I did some adjusting and stuff like that, and then I was getting about a 60% success rate on loads last time I used it. So we're going to run, but still 40, 30-40% failure rate is I'd say still an issue. Let's see, unload tool. To begin with, I had issues where that respooler wouldn't turn. So I had 2 issues to start with, and they kind of butted into each other and kind of unsure what was the issue. All right, we're gonna load lane 4 again. I've got PLA are in lane 1, 2, and 3, so I'm not gonna load those because I've got everything heated up for ABS temps. I'm going to be making some more adjustments to this printer. We're switching over to cartographer instead of the clicky probe. So the brush will go on the back left side with the brush mount from the Armored Turtle team, where the clicky probe dock is currently back there. Am I blocking you guys' view? I want to get you guys a view. I still want you to be able to see the spooler. All right, that's two loads successful. Unload tool. I did do a print on this using lane 1 and 2. Was like 42 or 48 swaps. It was, I'll show you over here. It was this, the brush mount, but just that little bit of orange in there on that gray piece. Swapping that at every layer was between 42 and 48 swaps, and it did it with no issues. But anyway, so moving that brush location to the back left is going to help out because I need my load location up here in the front, just so that that PTFE tube is lined up well with the extruder to go in there well. What did we just do? We unloaded the lane. Let's go ahead and load it. What did we just have happen here? Let's see. I can't remember what's loaded and what's not. Okay. So okay. Box turtle, load lane 4. Okay. There we go. Steven, I printed this at 0.12 layer height. Justin, so I am going to be posting the STL file for this hub in the Box Turtle the Box Turtle Discord. It is going to be on my printables page, and it is going to be on my GitHub. Terry has given me permission to go ahead and share the file. I'm gonna, share it with the Armored Turtle team. What we will do right this second, actually. So we got that loaded. Let's go ahead and unload the tool. Let's go ahead and do it live. Let me go onto my printables page. Link is in the description for my printables and my GitHub. Great. Model. See, it is here. Add photo. Let's go recent. Let's do screenshot. I'll use my iPad to take a picture. Small void fix. Okay. Where's the void at? Internally or externally? All right. Internal. All right. It's a new version of the original one you sent me. Okay. Yep, I have it. Save the downloads. All right. What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's run some more testing. Let's run some more testing. Sorry, guys. Nothing's loaded. Box turtle, load lane 4. Come on, you stupid keyboard. All right. So let's, that loaded fine. Let's see. Here we are on this. We're going to go ahead and slice this. The one at the bottom of your screen is the one you just sent me. Oh, no. Yeah, the one at the bottom of the screen. You're talking about this void here? Is that what you're saying you went ahead and fixed? All right. Box turtle. Tool unload. Add file. Upload that. And let me, sorry guys, I'm trying to get this up for you guys so that those of you who want it can go ahead and grab it. All right. Box, turtle, hub to fix lane 4 load issue. Uh, oh, Lord. So picky. Martin! How are you today, sir? I'm sorry. Where are we now? We're unloaded. Let's load it. Box turtle, lane load, lane 4. Not even watching it. I have so much confidence that this is going to work every single time from now until the end of time. It's GPL3 is the correct license, right? Remix, commercial. Yep, that's the right one. So this is published onto my printables page. I will post a link in chat. Pin message. There you go. Link to the file is pinned in chat. Do me a favor, if you're downloading it, go and drop a like. I know what I have to do. I forgot to do it. Hold on one second. Edit. Whew, almost forgot. Wanted to make sure that I put a thank you and a credit to you, Terry, for your work on that. There's that. Let me go ahead and sorry, I was posting that up on the Armor Turtle GitHub. Like, downloaded, sliced, and sent to the printer. Yeah. So, also, please go ahead and thank Terry for his work. Because, man, it was very difficult to get somebody to agree to do this. So, Terry, thank you. A lot of people did not want to help me do this. So, thank you. What do we got? Where are we at? What do we got loaded? Let's go back over here to this. Lane 4 is now loaded. Tool unload. I don't know how many loads and unloads I've done now. So let me just jump over here to the console. One. Two. Three. I don't know. It's only going back part way. Anyway. Dashboard. What do we got? We got it unloaded. Let's go ahead and load lane 4 again. Well, Terry, you're not going to have issues. because you made the fix. Steven, I tried to figure it out, but for some reason, it's not highlighting every single change, so I'm not going to go in and read it line by line. Let me go on Box Turtle Help. Let me see if I can find... Here's Jonathan's. Jump to present. So I just sent that to Jonathan in his trouble thread, his request for help on the Box Turtle Discord. Should we try a print? What do you think? And what should we print? Lane unload, lane 1. No. I didn't want to load you to the tool head. All right. Somebody give me a link to something in chat that I can print as a nice test print. Porty, yeah, definitely seeming that way. Definitely seeming like everything is fixed. Justin, I did do the serial print. I struggled a lot to get through it, though. I struggled a lot. But one must have a serial. What serial did I get? Hold on a second. Serials. Two something. 232. I should probably write that down somewhere, because eventually it's going to get lost. BT 232. Thank you for the sub, Justin Burke. Turbo Snail. Poity, is that a print? If so, go ahead and DM that to me. Hey, Steven, that's awesome. That is awesome. Fix the battery on that. Poity, I made you a mod, so you can just post that straight into chat. You can color swap till you pass out. I'm gonna eat ice cream. Hey, we're done with the color swapping. We're just going to go ahead and print whatever this turbo snail is. Do I have to color this thing, Poity? I guess it does match my shirt. Jack lane 1. All right. Prepare. Home. New project. No. All right. Find our turbo snail. Poity. How am I supposed to? This is going to take forever to color. Actually, here, let's do this. No, erase all painting. Go back over here. Let's turn this whole thing 4. All right. Color painting. Number 1. Smart fill angle. Boy, is this available painted somewhere? Pointy why I love this idea. I'm not going to bore the crap out of everybody with me painting this thing. Is it available on printables? No. You know where we need to go to find printed models? Maker World. Search Turbo. I got nothing useful. Let's use Smart Fill. What's Smart Fill? What are we talking about? That's what I was trying to do originally, but it's got so many different whatchamacallit to little triangulations. It wasn't working real well for me. See all the tiny little triangulations everywhere? Whoop. All right. Eject lanes, lane 1. Eject lane 2. Eject lane 3. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to load up some filaments, and we're just going to rerun the serial print because that has a whole bunch of swaps. That's pretty standardized. That is a really cool turbo snail. I do like it very much, but that seems like it might be a mistake to try to sit here for an hour to print it. So that's red. That's just not the right one. I want the green one. Is this the green one? This is the green one. back. On. So that's 0 for right this second. There's that. All right. Sorry, I was well, you can see I was getting that loaded up. Home, new project, new. Now where is the test print for the box turtle? Box turtle cereal. Discard. Discard. Okay, this one is green. This one is blue. It's a little bit darker blue than that. There we go. That one's red. And this one's gray. Global. Let's see. Multi-material enable. Slice. It's good enough to me. Print. Upload and print. All right. We're not using this camera anymore, so I can take this tripod over there and get you guys a little bit better angle of the printer. Steven, what kind of ice cream are you eating? Because we've been eating a crap ton of ice cream. I have a preference towards chocolate with peanut butter in it. And I found this Smucker's peanut butter ice cream topping. You like microwave it and heat it up like you do hot fudge and put it on your ice cream. I've been putting that on top of my chocolate peanut butter ice cream along with hot fudge. It's been going swimmingly. Where am I at? Jesus, nothing. My chat was frozen. I am so sorry, y'all. I printed a giant one on Trad Rack and read out a. Same year we had the pancake clipper powered bot printing. Oh Jesus! Print bucket, the shell one color, and then print him at 0.1 will take forever. That's what you use for a benchy? I don't think you have to click them one at a time. Use bucket fill and just hold down the button and move the mouse. It will get more facets. Yeah, strawberry swirl and a chocolate swirl, like the old school cups. Nice. Okay. While this is going, I will go back over here. I just wanted to get something printed. Let me get you guys a better angle. take my phone off of here so it doesn't get dropped. Y'all can just like stare down into the printer for a minute while I get the clamp off of this tripod and onto the other one. Guys, if you don't mind, do me a favor. Go down underneath the stream. Hit like for me. If you haven't subscribed, a subscription is always greatly appreciated. You know how the YouTube thing goes. All right, how's that? Will that work? Discord, don't laugh though. Okay. What do we got over here in Discord? Dun, dun. Download that. Boydie, what do you got over here? Okay. All right. Let me get back over here to OBS. Home. Home. New project. Let's import. Where did they go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Recents. Where did that go to? I downloaded it, Steven, and I have no idea where it downloaded it to. Annex Snail GM. There it is. It's at the bottom. I found it. Is this made with 5 colors? 1, 2. Four. Okay. I see now. I see now. If you print that at 0.18, takes 2 days of swapping. Okay. At 0.2 layer height, Filament changes 994 for a total of 14 hours and 59 minutes. That's on the wrong speed though. Sounds like a solid test. It definitely is a solid test. We're going to wait till I get some other stuff dialed in a little bit and get the rest of the modifications I'm doing to the printer so that I don't have stringing all over the place done, and then we'll go. So, on a little bit faster settings, 13 hours and 17 minutes. That's pretty sweet, though. It definitely matches the shirt. I don't know if y'all read it, but it says boosted mods and dad bods. So, Justin, I apologize. I didn't draw the connection and realize that you were the one that had commented on the channel in Discord. I apologize for not picking that up right away. Mike, evening. How are you today? Let's get back over here so y'all can watch this do its thing. So I'm going to leave you all to watch this for a second. I'm going to run in and take a piss real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. As a huge prime tower, yeah, I didn't bother reducing the purge. I normally cut it down to like half. But I'm gonna be honest, I really don't care right this second. Dialing in the purge is not the real point of this right this second. We just want this thing to print well. On a side note, the Hue Forge over here on the switch wire with the Enraged Rabbit carrot feeder printing my Cthulhu is coming along nicely. We got to the filament swap on that. So that's going well. You printed 5 bad turtles today? Trying to get webcam to work. So I had a webcam on the Ender, like literally a USB webcam plugged into it with the CM1 with the Pi adapter. And I don't think I had an issue. I think it just worked. But I know that Crow's Nest has some issues. Every single webcam I have to go through this. Let me get it pulled up and I'll send you a link. Every time I set up a webcam, I have to go through that to get it to work. Both the Micron and the CR10 are running off the CB1s. Well, no, that's not true. Because the just the Micron is. The CR10's running off of one of those Big Tree Tech Pi 1.2s or something like that. Terry, when you get a chance, sir, if you would send me over the CAD, I will get all that stuff submitted and taken care of. Yes, absolutely you can. Let's see. Lane 1 failed to unload filament from toolhead. Filament stuck in toolhead. Retract filament fully. We failed to unload lane 1. What do we got? It's not. It's not loaded, bud. Give me 1 second. Let me figure out what went wrong with lane 1 over here. It's not, you idiot. I don't know if this is slipping on the... I don't know why it is doing that. It's not slipping on the filament. I wonder if it thinks, if one of my tool head sensors thinks it's loaded. No? Huh. Uh, yeah, I just checked the switches. It doesn't, the switches aren't saying that there's filament in it. All right, there's that. Uh, set, try this. Set underscore lane underscore unloaded. Lane equals lane 1. Uh, It still thinks lane 1 is in the stupid toolhead. Box turtle resume. See what it does. Nope. All right, we need to manually load lane 4. Box turtle lane. Box turtle load lane 4. Check for AFC underscore status. Okay. AFC underscore status. Stop with your correcting me. AFC back C underscore status. Prep load hub. There's nothing in the hub. Says there's something in the freaking toolhead. I don't know why or what. Sorry guys, gonna move you out of the way. That switch is clicking. So is that one. Oh, there's our cause. The whatchamacallit got disconnected in the back. The DuPont connector that has the reed switches on. And when I moved it, it just touched the damn pins. Hopefully it did not fry the tool head board. If it's not one thing, it's the other. All right, so at least it's not the box turtle. or saw anything like that. Just a stupid wire got knocked off the CAN bus tool head board. Like I said, hopefully the CAN bus board's not fried with me touching the wires against stuff. But that explains why it didn't know it was undone. Came back on. So it doesn't look like we did any permanent damage. I really don't like pulling stuff off of hot build plates. That's how you end up bubbling your build surface. And this is the last plate that I have, last smooth plate that I have for the Trident. I want to get one of the textured plates, either from Fabrico or West 3D, but neither one of them have them for that size. Mike V, did you get the... So I'm updating my GitHub right now with all of my configs from the Trident. It has all the box turtle stuff and everything. Feel free to grab that and get whatever you need. I can tell you that the LED for the turtle and the lights on the side are actually plugged into the config, the Stealth Burner LED config. They run off of the same status indicators that the tool head and the lights inside run off of. So if you're looking for where they are, that's where you will find them. Okay, can anybody tell me this? So when I upload a print, here, let's come over here to monitor. See how right here, it shows me the colors. But on things like when I printed this yesterday, well, it wouldn't show you there because, okay, this. It's not showing me the colors for the different colors on that. You emailed me the Fusion file. Terry, thank you much. I'm going to add that to the GitHub. I mean, to the printables link. Right now. Anyway, so it doesn't show me the colors on that, and I don't know why. It does on the turtle, but it didn't on that. I don't understand it. Save to downloads. Yours shows you on the G-code history. G-code files. History. No, it doesn't show me on the history either. So it's got the colors here, but doesn't have the colors here. When I go here, it shows me the colors that it used, but it does not show me the colors on the file. I don't understand why. What is different about this turtle that makes it do that? See, my camera's not working over in my switch wire. That's nice. Mutagen. I think I'm on the latest version of the AFC. Current project has unsaved changes. Would you like to save changes before? No, discard. Try it. No, it's got a 1.0.4-5 update. Now with this, I can't update. I can't update mainsail, right? Or I lose that. All right, let's go over here. Not sure you don't have the new GUI. You don't have the serial print yet? No. Well, that's my understanding of it anyway, is that you can't, whatchamacallit, update that. Yeah, I don't think the version's an issue though, because why would it work for one and not for the other? I think that's loaded and it's not. Hello? I'm muted? It says that it's outputting. Oh, I was muted? Okay. Mm-hmm. Load lane one. Because it still thought that lane one was loaded from before, it never loaded the toolhead at the start. You're going to want to look for the config for the, I think it might be Lando Norris Trident. Let me, it's not listed as box turtle config. It's on the Trident backup. And at the very bottom, it says Stealth Burner LED Effects Barf 1. That's where the LED config is for my printer. All right. Box turtle resume. There we go. Now we got filament. Oh, my back is killing me. The old lady is very annoyed that I'm still out here. They are apparently waiting for me to make dinner. So I'm probably going to have to call it here in a minute. And go back in. Yeah. She'll sit in there all day and watch her murder mystery shows, but get mad that I'm out here. Doesn't make sense to me, but it is what it is. Trying to let it get to some of these filament swaps, because once it gets to them, it does them a lot in very rapid succession. It's just the first few layers that are all green. Yeah, maybe that's what she's doing. Maybe she's studying up. She has some memory issues though, so she'll forget she hates me later, I suppose. I don't know. Yeah, Turtle's 54. Yeah, I know it was in the 50s. Either way, it's like an hour print, so it's not like we're gonna sit here and watch it the whole time. Yeah, your snail means that. Yeah, yeah. By a couple orders of magnitude. Like 20 times as much. You made it to layer 6 and keeps failing. What's your failure, Mike? Unloading? What's it doing when it unloads that it's having issues? Spool just stops rewinding. So you can try taking it apart and making sure that your respoolers aren't super tight up against the thing. Make sure there's like a millimeter or so of space on either side. There's that little spacer in there, but make sure there's some room so that there's no binding. I lube my gears too. I know that they've recommended people not use the MJF ones, to reprint those in ABS and use printed ones. Oh, that's my Cthulhu being done. Forge of Cthulhu. That turned out pretty good. Couple little strings here and there we'll have to hit with a torch. I printed whole turtle in ASA. I don't. Yeah, I mean those spoolers should move pretty freely. If they're not moving really free, there might be an issue. Make sure you clean and lubricate the gears on the N20 motors. Make sure your extruder gears on your filament are tight enough and they're not slipping, because it's got to be able to pull that filament all the way back. I'm curious on this red. I can tell you it's looking way better than my serial print did. So there's that. Yeah, I fought a bunch of issues with mine at first between the respooler and the hub. It definitely took some work to get going right. I just kind of telling you what I ran into. Obviously, there's many issues that you could run into. Yeah, I printed a bunch of different versions of the hub. Terry, yes, it has. It has loaded. Yeah, if you're having issues, um, you can grab the hub. It's pinned in at the top of the chat there. You can try that hub. So far, it's working beautifully. The only issues we've had is the wires coming out. Killer Prince, how's it going? There we go. Loading lane 4 again. Well, Mike, go ahead and print this up and give it a try. Honestly, the hub shouldn't affect your unloading though. It's really just your loading that it should have any effect on. All right, I'm back. Hello, baby Zip. What you doing, Zip? Yeah, she has this hoodie. This is like a one-piece sleep outfit. Oh yeah, didn't you say you had to figure out some sort of way to mount yours because you have some sort of top hat thing on yours, right? Oh, the same hoodie the older one had? I didn't even pay attention to what hoodie she had on. She's got about 1 million, and then she steals all mine and all of her mom's too. Her mom's extremely mad at her because she lost her Carhartt hoodie at school. Told her to take it off and not to take it to school. And then didn't listen and lost it that day anyway. So, mom's not mad. Mom's not happy with her. This is one of the really thick insulated Carhartt hoodies that, and she kind of used it as her winter jacket. You reprinted a brush mount? What was wrong with your brush mount? Won't mount into the extrusion. I'm curious. Y'all.
Paper that I used to print up coloring.
It's somewhere in the pile underneath the thing.
Does it feel different?
Yeah, it's thicker. Mine won't either. think that's probably a pretty easy fix. They're gonna have to cut this off anyway because this part here, it wants to go up and then snap in, because I've got wires that run in the bottom of that extrusion. What did you want?
This wants me to find me another paper because I can't find another coloring page.
Okay, I'm gonna be in a couple minutes. So that's another gray loaded. Yeah, Mike, I'm just going for me, I'm just going to cut that down a little bit so that it goes in tries to snap into that bottom of that extrusion less, and that should make that a little bit easier to get on. Well, folks, that seems to be working extremely well. Not having any issues. I'll update you guys on the next stream of if anything happens with it, one way or the other, I guess. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Any of you guys with box turtles that have issues, I hope that this helps. Hopefully it'll help some other folks. And catch you next time. Later.